In 2026, there is a strange financial reality. Someone with a $300,000 net worth can still feel financially insecure. Meanwhile, another person with far less savings feels completely in control of their money. The difference between these two people might completely change how you think about wealth. Imagine working hard for years. You save money. You avoid useless spending. You invest carefully. Finally, one day you check your accounts and realize something important. Your total net worth is $300,000. 10 years ago, this number sounded powerful. It sounded like security. It sounded like freedom. But in 2026, something strange happens. Instead of feeling rich, many people feel stressed. Rent keeps rising. Groceries cost more. Healthcare becomes expensive. Education costs look impossible. Even basic life feels like it requires constant financial effort. Someone with a $300,000 net worth looks at their life and quietly asks a painful question. Why does this still feel like survival? The problem is not only inflation. The real problem is the income trap. Most people build their wealth through a single source of income, their job. A job pays once a month. Life charges money every single day. The struggle begins when expenses grow faster than income. A person may have $300,000 saved, but if they earn $4,000 a month and spend $3,700, they are living in constant pressure. One emergency, one job loss, one medical bill. Suddenly, that large number starts shrinking. This is the emotional tension many people experience in 2026. They worked hard, followed the traditional advice, and still feel financially fragile. The uncomfortable truth is simple. Saving money alone is no longer enough. People now need multiple income streams. The good news is that the internet has created opportunities that did not exist before. Regular people are building profitable side hustles from home with simple tools. Let us look at practical examples. First example, digital products. A teacher creates a simple PDF guide that helps students prepare for exams. The guide costs $15. If 200 people buy the guide in a month, the income becomes $3,000. The teacher created the guide once, but can sell it many times. Second example, faceless YouTube channels. Many successful channels do not show a face. A person chooses a topic like finance, motivation, history, or technology. They write scripts, use stock footage, and upload videos. Once a channel grows and receives advertising revenue, a single video can earn money for years. Some creators earn $2,000 to $10,000 monthly after building a library of videos. Third example, freelance services. A person learns a digital skill such as video editing, graphic design, website building, social media management. Platforms like freelance marketplaces connect beginners with clients around the world. Someone who charges $50 per project and completes 40 projects a month earns $2,000. With better skills and reputation, that number grows quickly. Fourth example, print on demand. A designer creates simple designs for t-shirts, mugs, and hoodies. When a customer buys the product online, a company prints the item and ships it automatically. The creator keeps the profit without handling inventory. One design that becomes popular can generate sales for months or years. The real strategy is not chasing quick money. The strategy is building small income engines. One side hustle may bring $500 monthly. Another may bring $800. Another may bring $1,200. Suddenly the person has 3 extra income streams. Now something powerful happens. The job becomes less stressful. Savings grow faster. Financial fear becomes smaller. A $300,000 net worth starts feeling like a strong foundation instead of a fragile wall. In 2026, the people who feel financially confident are not only savers. They are builders. They build skills. They build digital assets. They build systems that continue producing income even when they are not working every hour. And that is the real shift happening in the modern economy. The question is no longer only how much money someone has saved. The real question is how many income systems they have built. The moment people understand this idea, their entire mindset about money begins to change. Instead of asking, "How can I save more money?" they start asking a more powerful question. How can I create income that continues even when I am not working? This is where the journey becomes interesting, because building side hustles does not start with huge investments. It usually starts with a skill, a laptop, and consistency. Consider a simple example. A person learns short-form video editing. Businesses, creators, and influencers constantly need videos for platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. A beginner editor charges $20 per video. If they edit 5 videos a day, the daily income becomes $100. In 1 month, that becomes about $3,000. After gaining experience, the same editor can charge $50 to $100 per video. Now the monthly income changes dramatically. Another powerful example is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing means recommending products and earning a commission when someone buys through your link. A person creates a simple website or social media page that reviews useful products. For example, home office tools, productivity apps, fitness equipment, online courses. If one product pays a $40 commission and 50 people buy it in a month, the income becomes $2,000. And the content that recommended the product can continue bringing buyers for months. Then there is another opportunity that many people underestimate: selling knowledge. Every person knows something valuable: cooking skills, photography, language learning, career advice, fitness training. A person can record a simple online course using a phone and basic presentation slides. If the course sells for $49 and 100 people buy it, that is $4,900 from knowledge the creator already has. This is why many people with modest salaries are quietly building strong financial lives. They stop depending on one door. They build 5 doors. When one door slows down, the others remain open. At first, the progress feels slow. The first sale might take weeks. The first freelance client might take months. The first video might receive only 50 views. This is the stage where many people quit. But the people who succeed understand something important. Digital income compounds. A freelancer builds reputation. A content creator builds an audience. A digital product builds sales history. 6 months later, the results begin to look different. 1 year later, the income streams begin to stabilize. 3 years later, the person who once worried about every expense may suddenly have something powerful: choice. They can change jobs without panic. They can invest more aggressively. They can grow their net worth much faster. This is why in 2026, the smartest financial move is not only saving money, it is building assets that generate income. Because when income grows from many directions, even a modest net worth begins to feel strong. And the person who once felt that $300,000 was nothing begins to realize something surprising. The number that matters most is not the amount already saved. The number that matters most is the amount of income that keeps arriving every month without starting from zero again. Once this realization becomes clear, people begin to see money in a completely different way. Most people spend years trying to reach a certain number: $100,000, $300,000, $1 million. They believe that once they reach that number, life will suddenly feel safe. But numbers alone do not create security. Cash sitting in an account slowly loses value because prices keep rising. Expenses continue every month, whether money is growing or not. This is why 2 people with the same $300,000 net worth can live completely different financial lives. The first person keeps the money in savings and depends entirely on their job. Every bill depends on that one paycheck. The second person uses part of that money to build income systems. The difference between these 2 lives becomes huge over time. Imagine this simple structure. One person builds 4 small income streams. A small YouTube channel that earns $700 per month from ads. A freelance skill that brings $1,200 monthly. Affiliate product recommendations earning $600 monthly. A digital guide selling online generating $500 monthly. Together, these create $3,000 per month. Now something interesting happens. Even if their main job disappears, their life does not collapse immediately. They still have income flowing. This is what modern financial stability looks like. Not one strong pillar, but many smaller pillars supporting the same roof. The internet economy rewards people who experiment. A person tries one idea. If it fails, they try another. One person starts a blog that receives little traffic. Then they start a faceless video channel explaining simple financial concepts. One video becomes popular. It reaches 200,000 views. People subscribe. Brands start offering small sponsorship deals. The same person who once struggled to save $200 per month now earns thousands from content that continues attracting viewers. This type of story is happening quietly all around the world, not only for experts, not only for famous influencers, for ordinary people who stay consistent long enough. The key is starting small and learning fast. Instead of waiting for the perfect business idea, people begin with practical actions. Learn one digital skill. Create one digital product. Upload one piece of useful content every day. Contact 5 potential freelance clients every day. Small actions repeated consistently create surprising results over time. 6 months later, a side hustle may pay the rent. 1 year later, it may replace a salary. 3 years later, it may become a full online business. And that is when the emotional tension that once existed around money begins to disappear. Because the person who once feared losing their job now understands something powerful. They know how to create income. They know how to build value online. They know that money is not only something saved. Money can be built again and again through skills, systems, and digital opportunities. That is the real reason $300,000 can feel small in 2026. And it is also the reason many people are no longer chasing a number. They are building machines that produce income. Machines made from knowledge, creativity, and consistent effort. Once those machines start running, financial life begins to look very different. The biggest lesson is simple. Money sitting still does not create freedom. Money that creates more money creates freedom. A $300,000 net worth can feel small if it only represents years of saving and sacrifice. But the same $300,000 can feel powerful if it sits behind multiple income streams that continue growing every month. The modern economy rewards people who build, people who learn skills, people who create digital assets, people who experiment with side hustles instead of waiting for the perfect moment. The people who win financially in this decade are not always the people with the highest salaries. They are the people who understand how to turn the internet into an opportunity. One skill can become freelance income. One idea can become a digital product. One video can reach thousands of people. One side hustle can grow into a real online business. And once that process begins, something powerful happens. You stop feeling trapped by numbers. Because you know that even if everything disappears, you can build it again. That is real financial confidence. So start small. Start learning. Start building. Create your first income stream. Then build the second. Then the third. Because the goal is not only to reach a number. The goal is to create systems that keep working for you every single day. If you found this message helpful, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs motivation, and subscribe to the channel for more practical ideas about building wealth and creating powerful income streams online.